All right, welcome to Des Moines Capitals hockey. Game number 2 for the varsity team here. First period of action just about underway. The Devils, dang it, I started up the period doing that. The Saints wearing their black jerseys going to your left on the screen. The Capitals wearing their white jerseys going to your right on the screen. Starting lineup in net today for the Capitals. Number 31, Steven Mazakowski. And we will get the rest of the starting lineup here as soon as I know it. Capitals fall short yesterday as the Saints came out and put a little butt whooping on the Capitals yesterday. So hopefully the Capitals Sunday morning can regroup and come back and play a little bit better game, a much better game.
Well, the Capitals were able, Dubuque had jumped out to a 3-1 lead, and Capitals were able to get a 3-2, get a little closer in the game, and then the wheels just pretty much fell off at that point, and I think the score was a 5-2, 6-2 game after that.
Sam Knopfler starting lineup, defenseman. Number 4, Gabe Myers. Number 28, Jack Starr. Number 29, Brett Baxter. And number 40, John Legler. And now you guys will see the official starting lineup. I tried to get through there quicker today. Now here's the hometown Des Moines Capitals starting lineup, officially announced by the announcer. All right, national anthem coming up, and then we'll get to the drop of the puck. All right, national anthem over with. Just about underway here.
Well, folks, you see
Focus
what we
it in just a little bit on the top or on the side there. Keep going.
Adjusting the camera here, and
one more time. That looks better. All right, in net for the Saints, number 31, Tillman in net again. He was in net yesterday.
Same netminders for the varsity game tonight, this morning that we had last night. Well, and Capital's just going to have to be careful. You know, got caught several times on odd man rushes yesterday, and just going to have to be careful about defensively. Forwards getting back to back check, and defensemen not squeezing in on play. Don't need to be squeezed in on. So
Capitals have it on the far side. Knopfler plays it on the half boards. Up to Star to Baxter, able to get it up out of the zone. Knopfler with it over to Myers. Myers up to Legler. And
couple different line combinations this morning by Coach Spring, putting Legler and Star on this first starting line and
trying to create something, mix the lines up.
Yeah.
And try and just find that combination that's going to work as our lines and players are injured and sick and whatever else causes the issue for the player to be in. And Coach Spring and the coaching staff's got to mix things up, and then when you're not winning, you still got to mix things up. So constantly mixing up lines and
trying to find that chemistry, you know, between lines and who works well together.
And parents sometimes and players sometimes think that first line is the line you want to be on. Not necessarily. I mean, that second and third line, you definitely you want all lines to score, and that's what Coach Spring has tried to do over the years. And just because he doesn't even like to rate them 1, 2, and 3. He just wants them to score and defend. So shot on net save by Mazakowski. Back out to center ice, up to Webb. Webb's got some room. Up to Eaton, backhanded shot, and just goes wide to Tillman. Back out to center ice. Webb keeps it in. Chasing after it is Eaton. Sent over to the far side. Capitals making a line change. LaPrade off the bench. Out there with Brunell. Through center ice. Saints bring it down, and the Capitals in the rink. Try to get around Wiersma. Wiersma on the near side. Puck goes loose down below the goal line. Searing pass out front. Tipped off the high glass by the Saints, and the play continues on. Just about went out of play. Puck goes all the way down into the Saints into the ice. Icing waved off. 15-10 left in the period. Saints played in behind their own goaltender. Tillman played on the half boards up to center ice, and that could be.
I called it off.
I called it off as I think the Capitals tipped it on the near side. Back on the far side. Capitals come up with it. 2-on-2 coming back the other way. Brunell with it. Brunell with it down into the Saints in the rink. He paid the price there. Took a hard hit right on the sideboards, and the goaltender Tillman with the save. 14:47 left of the first.
Yeah, and the Capitals will have to try to get some traffic in front of Mr. Tillman today because he's solid goaltender for Dubuque, and those one-time shots directly at him without any traffic are easy for him to stop.
Off the face-off, Legler with the net. On the near boards, on the half board, Legler trying to catch up to it. Now the Saints bring it out all the way up through center ice. Lucas throws it down into the Capitals into the rink as the Saints are making a line change. Played on the near side by Baxter. Ben Baxter with it up to Legler. Legler dumps it down into the Saints into the rink. Icing waved off. Played by Starr. Starr beats him to the puck. Legler catches up to it at the end boards. Saints break it out on the half boards. Up through center ice to play it is Starr for the Capitals. He dumps it down in the Saints into the rink. Played on the far side to Legler. Back out to Baxter. Baxter two. Shot on net save. Shot save again, and Legler puts one on net, and the net comes off. That was Webb that took the first shot there. 13:55 of the first.
And I want to say it was Legler that tried to kick it over to the other side of the goal, but the goaltender had knocked the Moines off at that point.
Coach Braun's parents are listening. I'm not sure their first names, but he said they started listening to our program and enjoy it. So thanks for listening, and we appreciate your son giving up his time to coach our young men. Saints with it down below their own goal line. Right out in the hash marks. Capitals pick it up. Sent over to the far side. Played up the left-hand side of the ice. Webb with it. He gets around the defender. Down on the far side. Gets hit by the Zamboni door. Zamboni door's got some advertisement on it this year. The old Boot Barn. Right on the Zamboni doors this year. Shot up in the protective netting. I think the faceoff's coming up out of the zone. Buccaneers have did a good job selling advertisements around the boards. It's probably the most advertisements I've seen in the past few years on the board. So,
well, you know, and as this year goes on into next year, the excitement's going to even get bigger for this Buccaneer team with moving to a new facility. So,
Capitals with it on the far side, played by LaPrade. LaPrade up to DiCarlo. DiCarlo with Brunell and tipped towards the net, just went wide. Brunell didn't get all of it on there. Sent over to the point, sent over to the far side. LaPrade anticipating the play off the boards. Nice job by LaPrade. And the puck goes free all the way down into the Capitals in the rink. Back to play is Brunell. Brunell with it up to Beckett LaPrade. But the Saints pick it up down below the goal line. They're able to bring it up through center ice. Picked off by Knopfler. Now turnover by the Capitals, and the Saints bring it in. Sent over to the far side. Chipped off the far wall. Out through the neutral zone. Saints controlling the puck. King has it for the Saints. Now over to the far side. Nice movement by the Saints up through the neutral zone. All the way down into the Capitals defensive side of the ice. Played on the half boards. Battle on the far side. Saints win the battle. Dump it back down in the Capitals defensive side of the ice. Myers comes in with a big hit. Knocks number 16 for the Saints down. That was Baker that he knocked down. Shot on net, saved by Mazakowski. Good puck movement by the Capitals. And I like the intensity they've came out in the first few minutes here in the first period. Face off to the stick side, Mazakowski. Eaton with the face-off wins it over to Wiersma, down in the corner to Bellis. Now Eaton picks it up down below the goal line. He plays it down the left-hand side of the ice. Outlet pass up to Wiersma. Wiersma dumps it down into the Saints in the rink. Tillman leaves it there in behind his own net. Saints pick it up. Breakout for the Saints coming up out of the defensive side of the ice for him, and that could be icing. Nope, waved off. Back on the near side, Wiersma has it. Sent up to Leaf for the Capitals. Nice battle there by Leaf. Centering pass out front, broken up. The Saints bring it back 1-on-2, coming back the other way. Number 21 for the Saints. Scoop. Back to King. King has it to the far side. Chips off the player's glass and into the Capitals bench. We get a whistle, 10:58.
Like to see those Capitals get a little bit higher in the slot, you know, and then come down as that feed happens, versus getting too low into the crease area, and that pass is behind them. Then it's easier to come down and get a shot on goal that way than get too deep into the goal.
Capitals win the faceoff. Back to play it as Baxter. Baxter up to DiCarlo. DiCarlo plays it on the right-hand side, dumps it down into the Saints into the rink, down below the goal line. Saints pick it up behind their own goaltender, play it on the half boards. Now on this near board by Collins. Back out to center ice it comes. Here comes the Saints back the other way. 2-on-2 coming back the other way. Ooh, backhanded. Had a guy wide open, but Myers able to get back to deflect that pass.
Yeah, that guy was able to get inside Myers, and Myers at the last second got back in front of them, and that's the key, is not letting that guy inside you, you know, as far as a defenseman, and just making sure you're battling for position.
Face off to the stick side of Tillman. Capitals win the face off. Top of the circle, back to the point, fires it towards the net, picked off by the Saints. Here comes the Saints back the other way, 3-on-2 coming back into the Capitals defensive side of the ice, played by Knopfler off to the far side. Saints pick it up down below the goal line on the near side. Gonna walk it right out in front, shot up over the head, and that's just gonna be out of play. Hit the top of the glass and into the protective netting, and we get a whistle. 9:58 left in the period. I think if that net wasn't there, I think it would have hit the top of that glass and fell back into play. I remember the days they did not have any protective netting around the glass here. My season tickets are right at the other end of the ice there in 16, and you feared for your life down there with no protective netting.
I knew a gal that got her teeth knocked out on that side of the ice.
And we're going to get the first penalty of the game. The Saints are going to go to the penalty. 2 minutes for tripping. And the Capitals will be on the Little Debbie Snack Cake power play. 9:39 left in the period.